Hello, everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel, everyone. And this is the extended, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for purchasing this extended for everyone who did. And for those of you who are members, thank you for being a part of the channel membership. I love each and every one of you, and your energies ring out the most during these extendeds, shall I say. As being a channel member, that is primarily, these readings are focused towards the membership and anyone who decides to purchase the extendeds. Of course, that energy will resonate. So, or it may not resonate with that person. However, it will be, if the reading resonates with that person, then the extended may or may not. Okay? So it just really depends on that person's energy. But for the most part, they do. For the most part, they do. I have not really, maybe one time I think I had someone say they weren't really sure if that fit, and I feel like I think that person just didn't want to know. They didn't want to know what I said. Whatever I said, it wasn't something that they sat well with them. And so I'm sorry. I just read energy. Okay. I read what I see here and what I feel. And I take it however it comes out and whatever energy comes out during the reading. So, um, I can't really apologize for that. I don't know what to say. If you aren't happy with the reading, it just kind of is what it is, right? And these readings are, of course, not predictions of the future. I do not proclaim to do that. This is for entertainment purposes only. However, I do have a gift of discernment and reading energy and having dreams and uh, reading the energy around these cards. And it's just been something that's just been a gift that I've been told that I am very accurate. I don't really do a really great job pulling cards on myself. I don't really recommend that, but I don't do a great job of that. I try to do that, and it leads you up a wall because you're going past your intuition and what God is telling you. So there's that. But I definitely know I have a gift. So there it is. All right, y'all. So again, y'all, thank you so much for being members. I love you guys so much. Um, $4.99 a month is a token of your loyalty. Okay, it speaks volumes. I don't care if it was $2.99 a month or $1.99 a month. But $4.99 a month is $4.99 a month, right? You can probably get a BBC subscription on your Prime channel. So I think even that may be a little bit more, but maybe it's $5.99, I think, for BBC. But anywho, y'all, I'm being silly, but serious at the same time. I really do appreciate you guys. I love you so much. All right, so the reason why I felt like this was super important to get this out to you guys right away. By the way, and if you guys don't ever get extendeds, all right, that if you don't see that link pop up in the description box or in the comments, please let me know and I'll email it to you. Okay, if you're ever interested in an extended for any of the readings and you don't see one. Okay. All right. Now, I have multiple platforms that I have my extendeds on, by the way. So it just depends. So pop the question here and getting readings. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of recap on this person's energy here. Um, and then we have bad credit, okay, debt, rejected, okay. It's like this person, I feel like, is going to come back around. They're going to try to tempt you, right, to letting them back in. Okay. And they're going to come rushing in with the chariot. They're going to make it sound really good. They're going to be talking really swiftly, and they're going to expect you to just kind of respond to them, right? But I feel like with that Eight of Swords and getting readings here, you're already intuitively expecting them to come on through with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So when they come through with the bullshit, because they have this bad reputation here with bad credit, debt here, okay, unemployed and rejected, they're coming through with that history that you're already aware of with the Seven of Swords here and the Five of Pentacles. You're like, no, no, I'm good. I don't want a replay of your energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a replay of your energy, not even knowing what you're coming with or for. The whole energy itself is not working for me. You came with no strings attached and you wanted to live this player lifestyle. Well, go and do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to sit over here and heal, okay? And be about my spiritual growth, right? Be it about my spiritual growth. And then we have bumping heads here and bad news here and firestorm. Bumping heads, bad news, and firestorm. Okay, Ten of Swords here. It's over. With the Seven of Cups, this person is like depressed. This is not the news they were expecting. Okay, they weren't expecting this. But with the Sun, this is like you seeing the sun, seeing the light. Okay, this is a new day and a new dawn. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune here. I mean, what else do you want here? What else do you want here? With this firestorm here, this is like an explosion. It looks like the top has come off of a mountain. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like someone's top is exploding. I feel like there's energy that there's a lot of pressure that's built up. I feel like with karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown, I'm just getting an energy of this person being very upset and angry that you're not letting them back in here. Okay. I do. I feel like this person is, when you tell this person you're not interested in what they have, what they're selling, like I feel like they're going to blow up at you here. Okay. We have GPS here. We have love message here, Cancer, and we have fake busy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this person's going to come around. Okay. We have Temperance here. They're going to come around wanting to fix things with you, right? But with the moon here, okay? I feel like it's the moon here. I feel like I'm not taking it from here, but if I am, I'm sorry. But either way it goes, we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. All right, with Temperance here, that just represents peace. You are wanting peace, so you're staying at a distance from this person. You're pretending to be fake busy. If this person, is coming around, you're letting them know, listen, I have a lot of work to do. I know you left a message, a bunch of messages wanting to hook up or whatever, wanting to see where I'm at. I'm just not really at a place where, I can be really disturbed right now. I'm trying to keep a low profile. I'm just kind of staying away. I'm really busy with work. I just really need to just kind of get away from a lot of people right now. My mama don't like a whole lot of people. What movie did that come from? Okay, let's do a little trivia. Okay, it's a clue today. All right, y'all. So put it in the comments, you guys, if you got that. Whoever gets that first in the comments, you the bomb. Okay? You're the bomb from me. And I'm going to shout you out in the comments. All right. So, yeah, you're not trying to be located, basically. Okay, GPS love message here. This person is trying to figure out where you are because they want to get this message through to you. Okay, Cancer, they don't have time to be trying to fight through, all of your bodyguards and all of this and that. They want to get a message through that, they really mean it, you know. But I'm not falling for it. But like I said, this person is going to blow up. They are. So let's now look at the advice. Okay. We're going to look at the advice. What is the advice from Spirit? And then we'll move on to pull some oracle for the future predictive messages for you and where things are headed and what's going to happen with this person. Like, are they going to get the message? Are they going to, get over their little, you know, titty tantrum or whatever it is they're throwing right here? Are you going to bump heads? Is this person really, wanting to bump heads with you because they're frustrated here? And are you going to manage to keep a distance from this person? So we'll look at that when we pull the future predictive oracle in just a little bit. But let's go ahead and look at some oracle messages for what the advice is for you. Okay, what is the advice from Spirit for you in this time, Cancer? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer. What is the advice for Cancer, please? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. What is the advice for Cancer? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. What is the advice? Ooh. So we got goodbye. And we have heartbreak here. Look at this. First two cards out, Cancer. I keep forgetting where my camera is, y'all. I moved my little set situation over just a tad bit so that you guys could be a little bit closer. I wanted y'all to be really close up to the cards. If you guys put this screen on full screen, then you'll get a really close up look at these cards. But here's goodbye and my bad manicure, y'all. I promise to get my nails done this weekend. Have to pamper myself or something for Mother's Day. I'm just going to go crazy. So again, we have goodbye and heartbreak here. Goodbye and heartbreak. So first two cards out, okay? And then Jezebel. Look at this. Okay, Jezebel. Which I don't think YouTube will strike it. She's got some clothes on here, but still it's just a little risque here because she's like half dressed. But yeah, we've got a Jezebel card here. Goodbye and heartbreak and Jezebel. So again, like I said, this person was a whole, whole garden shed tool. Okay, that's what they were, and that's the reason why this person hurt you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You've come to this realization, and that's the reason why you got away from this person. Period, point blank. Hold on one moment. I'm so sorry about that, guys. So, like I said, this is the reason why you walked away from this person. They were a whole garden shed tool. Okay, you knew it. All right. And that was the reason for you realizing that you were on another path. You know what I'm saying? You just weren't going to continue going in the same circle over and over again, especially knowing that was keeping you in such a toxic, negative energy. Okay. I don't care how much you thought this person was going to fix it. I don't care how much you thought this person was going to change. Do that shit from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Come back towards me when you're a healed person. Maybe we can, be like Snapchat buddies or something. But this person is, you're going to have to walk away. You're going to have to make a clear break. Okay, because right now it's breaking you emotionally, and that is what was keeping this toxic situation kind of going with this person. That's what I feel. Under the deck, look, we have Psycho here. Crazy ex obsessed won't let go. Look at this. This person is heartbroken, but they're also very much in their ego. We also have Shady. Look at this. Look at this. Shady. This person wanted to do what they wanted to do with you. They didn't want to treat you right. They didn't want to give you the respect that you deserved. They wanted to gaslight you, right? And then walk away from the connection whenever they wanted to and have you sitting there in that energy stuck, waiting to let them back in whenever, they wanted to. And look, we have illumination here. Truth, discovery, and awakening here. Do you see what I'm saying? Truth, discovery, and awakening. You opened your eyes to this shady person. Okay? You opened your eyes to this toxic behavior. This person is obsessed. And now they're really obsessed because they're heartbroken. Now they're obsessed and in their feelings. Okay. So you got two different things going on here. So let's see. Let's look here at this oracle here and see. These messages have been coinciding beautifully together. So I'm going to use these decks together. Tell me about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer. What is the advice, please, for Cancer? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about Cancer, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. So we have abundance here. Positive mindset manifests gratitude and bliss and blessings. And then we have paradise. Okay. Happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. I feel like that's ending. And then we have cut down. Look, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern. What does that say, Cancer? It says stop the pattern and silent treatment. Look at this. I'm telling you, underneath the deck, you have partying, passion, and the golden mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self absorbed, and one sided. What did I tell you? What did I tell you here? Stop the pattern. Stop this cycle with this narcissist who continues to love bomb you. This person who is only really interested in their emotions, their feelings, what they're going through at the moment. They don't care about what you might be going through, what you may have gone through. Underneath the deck, we have ascending here, and we have girl with the snake. You are now creating boundaries here. You have ascended. Okay, this says learning and expansion. transcending, preparing for a union and a new phase. You are no longer being charmed or used by this person. You are no longer allowing this snake to come in and tempt you, as in what we were seeing in the previous oracle. With enable and boundaries, Cancer, I feel like you are drawing the line here, and that's what Spirit needs you to do, because Spirit wants you to ascend, and you're going to have to get away from this snake energy in order to ascend, in order to get that temptation out of your ear, okay? And focus on what is important to you, what you're passionate about, okay? What you're passionate about here. It's no longer time for playing around with this crazy X here. I feel like this was just, fun while it lasted, okay? It says living in the moment here. But now this person is not letting go. You are moving on towards your abundance. And I feel like with paradise and cut down, this person is going from up to way down here. Do you see what I'm saying? And they feel as though you are responsible for cutting them down. This is classic narcissism. Make themselves the victim here. Okay? Make themselves the victim here. But you are awakening, you're rising above that. You are not sitting in that energy and allowing that narcissist to come in with that BS any further. So let's clarify here with the tarot messages. Um, we're running out of cards here in this particular deck, so I'm going to use a different deck here. It's what I usually use to clarify. Okay. All right, so we're going to clarify the oracle messages here. Tell us about goodbye, heartbreak, and Jezebel here. Goodbye, heartbreak, and Jezebel. This person wants, with that, again, this person wants to use, they want to try to sway you. You see what I'm saying? They want to try to manipulate you. So, of course, they're going to come gaslighting. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, with all this promises of love and commitment. No, please don't believe this person. Goodbye, heartbreak, and Jezebel. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell me about goodbye. Look at this. The Nine of Swords. Like I said, this person's going to be sitting in victim energy the minute you walk away from this person. They are. But this person is the one that betrayed you. They left you this way. This is this person's karma here with the Eight of Cups. You walking away from this player. They were sitting in player energy. Do you see? The Knight of Cups. Clear Jezebel here. Clear Jezebel energy. And this is you walking away. They're getting their heart broken. And it's gonna upset them. They're going to be hostile towards you. Okay? But you're manifesting, you're moving towards your abundance here. You're manifesting your spiritual gifts. Okay? You're going towards your passion with paradise here. Like I said, you're not even on this level. This person is shady. They are sitting on a lower energy. Remember, I said your whole goal is to get in a higher state of mind and energy, baby. Let that person sit in their energy. Whatever it is they got going, let them do it. Okay. You may bless them, you know, with a little of this and a little of that just so that they can stay out of your energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you want them to do them, because you need to remain in that heightened, ascended state of energy. And with the negative, low down, Jezebel, trifling type behavior this person was displaying, it was constantly pulling you down with them. I believe I did a reading like this last week about being mindful, because there's an emperor who's trying to pull you into their negative energy. And you need to watch out for that, because that's the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? They're jealous. They're jealous because you are ascending. That's why we have ascending and girl with the snake. The minute you start to sin, the minute you start to move towards your spiritual gifts, the minute you start to go on your purpose, the minute you start to pray, the minute you start to spend time with God, if you're a tarot reader, the minute you start to do tarot readings, or if you know what I'm saying, if you have a spiritual channel where you're helping others, as soon as you start to sit down to help others, you will start to see this snake will show up. Period. It will show up for you. Tell me about ascending and girl with the snake, please. Ascending and girl with the snake. Tell me about ascending. Okay. So we have the Chariot and the King of Pentacles here, which is interesting here because that is someone who is moving towards abundance here. This is somebody who is chasing or going towards their bag. This is somebody who's trying to work, somebody who's trying to build, they're trying to manifest, they're trying to grow. And under the deck, look, the Queen of Pentacles here, but we have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting here. This is someone who is with that Queen of Pentacles. This is an energy of, you have two people here who are both, I feel like, bosses in their own right. Two people who I feel both manifest, both do well financially, both work hard, both have responsibilities, both have things that they have going. The problem, though, is the minute you start to go after this bag, you have the Two of Swords here. That's right in between this Seven of Pentacles. Interesting, right? Because the Two of Swords represents something that's like being stuck, okay? Or it's an energy of hidden information, or something that you don't, something you can't see. This can also represent someone who is hiding something, or someone who is basically standing in between or trying to delay. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, trying to delay someone's progress, trying to delay your progress. It's like they don't want you to expand. This is all about financial growth, expansion, investments, your money growing, working hard and reaping the benefits later. If you're not able to put in the work now, It's like this person is trying to keep you from succeeding. It's like they're trying to keep you from succeeding here. With the Chariot and the King of Pentacles, it's almost like this person is like highly ambitious, almost like they're overly ambitious, Cancer. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a soul tie connection, if you have someone that's your equal counterpart and you're in a relationship with this person, whatever you do that succeeds is also success for the person. Whatever that person does that succeeds, it should also feel like success because you're with that person, right? Unless you have one person that doesn't want to give more or equal. Do you see what I'm saying? There's an energy of someone who is they are feeling some type of way here. Or if the person doesn't want the other person to succeed as much, then you're talking about a whole nother situation. And this is all about control. This is about control. This is about this um, the empath and the snake. Okay, that's why we have the girl and the snake here. Okay, that is exactly why we have the girl and the snake. That is exactly why we have the girl with the snake, because you're ascending. You are spiritually, financially, in every way going up on a higher level. And this person resents you for it. And they're angry because they're being left behind, but they made poor choices. This person had every opportunity to treat you like an equal when they had a chance. But instead, with abundance and partying here in Psycho, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this person wanted to do what they wanted to do. Okay? They wanted to be no strings attached. You know what I'm saying? Let's just live together, but we don't have to get married while you're doing everything. And this person is like partying. Their abundance is their abundance. Your abundance is bill money. Really? Where does that work? So tell me about this, please. Tell me about this. King of Cups here. Classic energy with the Four of Pentacles. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This person will go completely distant when it comes to their money being spent. This person is a hoarder. This person is stingy. This person is greedy. This person, did I say a hoarder? This person is emotionally detached with that King of Cups energy. This person also is at times cold when it comes to having to share things or give of themselves, okay, or whatever it is that they have that's theirs. They get distant or even, like I said, cold. Okay. One second, Cancer. Um, so yeah, just downright distant, downright cold, downright just don't even talk to this person if you're asking them for something, basically, because they're not available. Do you see what I'm saying? It was all about them. Very selfish energy, no strings attached. It was like, they wanted what they wanted, but when it came to anything else, it was like, yep, gotta go. This person was very shady. Very shady. Tell me about this. Tell me about paradise, passion, and shady. Oh, the cards are upside down. Tell me about paradise, passion, and shady, please. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell me about paradise, passion, and shady. Two cards jumped out, and one is the Five of Wands. So we have the Two of Cups. Look at this. And the Five of Wands. This person was definitely up to some mess. I mean, when you were with this person, when you had feelings, the most feelings for this person, you thought that, this person had equal interest in you. You know what I'm saying? And you were sitting here trying to create this perfect facade for this person. They were being shady. Okay. They were being shady. They were putting you in competition with other people. Period. Period. This is more than one person. This is conflict. This is someone causing you a ton of stress. Under the deck, we have the Ace of Cups here. We have the Ace of Cups here. So again, this is all about wanting more intimacy, or wanting to go, or wanting to move to the next level with this person, or wanting to be, you know, I don't know, just be more, move to a higher level of commitment with this person. At least that's what you thought. At least that's what you thought. Okay. But I feel like this person all the while was entertaining other people in like a romantic way. You see what I'm saying? There was someone new that this person was entertaining, basically. All right. Um, and then we have cut down, the golden mirror, and illumination here. Like, you're seeing this narcissist for what they are. You know what I'm saying? You are seeing them for what they are. Tell me about this. Tell me about cut down, the golden mirror, and illumination. They're going to be playing victim here. It's going to be all about them. Okay. Which is very interesting how we got the Nine of Wands. Okay. It's on the side. It's on its side. Okay. It's on its side. So there's an energy of putting more work in than the other person is. And I feel like this person is whining about it. I feel like they're angry or they're upset about it. And then we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like what this person is really upset about is the fact that you're putting more work into yourself than you're putting into them. You dig? Yeah. Not that you're not putting more work into the connection, because you were doing that, but it's been time out for that for a while. Do you see what I mean? That's why this person is truly upset here. Do you see what I'm saying? They see that you are working on your come up, you're working on your glow up, you're working on um your elevation, your ascension. You see what I'm saying? Your Wheel of Fortune moment is on its way. This person can see it. They're hating on you. Look, you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords here with the Judgment card. This person can see the fact that, they're getting ready to get, like, karma is coming. You see what I'm saying? They can see you about to blow up and they cannot stand it. They are sitting here looking on the sidelines, and there's not a thing that this person can do about it. And they're realizing how bad they messed up. Do you see what I'm saying, Cancer? They realized how bad they screwed up here. So, poor thing. Poor thing here. So, let's go ahead and pull some future predictive oracle messages here. We'll pull a few from multiple decks here. Tell us about Cancer and Cancer's person, please. What is the future predictive oracle for Cancer and Cancer's person, please? Oh, so we have Karmic lesson. What did I tell you? Cancer. This person is about to learn a very, very serious karmic lesson. A very, very serious karmic lesson. We have twin flames. Listen, I cannot make this up here. I can't. I told you this was a karmic. I told you this was a twin flame. I told you that this person is not ascending at the same level that you are. They're mad about it. Listen, this person may be at some point in life or maybe in another lifetime, but they're not going to do it by you. You're not going to be, your energy is not going to be disrupted while this person is trying to figure it out. And then look, the very last card that popped out, not happy. Do you see what I mean? Like, this is somebody who is frustrated, not happy. And like I said, this person is not happy. Okay. They're learning their karmic lesson right now. You need to let them learn it. Okay. Um, the reason why they're not happy is because they're not in acceptance. You know what I'm saying? This person is not in acceptance here. Let's pull some more oracle here. Tell me about Cancer and Cancer's person. Ooh, that went in the reverse. In the reverse. So yeah, we have mirror. Mirror in the reverse here. Mirroring each other, and that's in the reverse. Like I said, this was your twin flame, but I feel like this person is not mirroring your energy. They're not willing to face themselves right now. This is someone who's not willing to look. They're not willing to look in the mirror to heal. They're not wanting to see their own self-reflection. Do you see that second word? Introspection. Do you see this right here? Inner wounds. And this is in the reverse. Like I said, they're not learning their lesson, and their karma is going to be that you're going to ascend at a quicker rate than they are, and they're not going to be happy. You're going to be happy because you're ascending. You're coming into your spiritual blessings. God is going to bless you for the work you put in, for being obedient, doing the things, all the things that are right, everything that he said you were supposed to be doing. That's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to live against God's principles like this person is. So I feel like with mirror in the reverse, this person is not going to be happy, but they're not willing to look in the mirror and face the truth like you have. We have picture here. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, and make new memories. See, this person, I feel like rather than change, I feel like this person would rather look at things in the lens of the way they used to be. And then if you don't do things the way this person wants you to do them, if you don't do things the way you used to, then this person will just move on. They'll just make new memories with someone else. Do you see what I'm saying? And then we have teddy bear here. Interested in you. Blooming romance. Flirting and want to date. Again, this person is missing you. This person is wanting to reach out to you. This person is wanting you to accept them in their energy, but you're not willing to. You have ascended. This person's not willing to. Both can't be the same, and you both be, you know what I'm saying, in contact with one another. It's just not going to happen. Under the deck, you have sunglasses. You have healing heart again, and you have Cupid's arrow. Interesting with twin flames here. Look at this. And you have the runner. This person is watching you from a distance. That's why we have this Page of Swords here. I told you. I told you. This person is frustrated because they can't get what they want the way they want. You know, you're healing right now. Okay. It says healing, heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, and abusive relationship. This is someone who, unfortunately, a serious issue with narcissism to the point where it was emotionally toxic for you and emotionally abusive. Cancer. That's what it was for you. And then we have Cupid's arrow here. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. And struck by love. Surprise invitation. Okay, there we go. With twin flames, and then we have the runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, and letting go. Turmoil and fleeting. I told you, like I said, you are running from this person. You are going in a different direction. They are coming towards you with that yin yang, let's fix things, energy, you know, all of that. Yeah. But you're polar opposites. You're polar opposites. And at this point, it's not helping the situation, right? Because this person is not facing their true self. They're not looking in the mirror. They're not facing the truth of the situation. Let's pull some more oracle here. Let's pull some more oracle. Tell me about Cancer and Cancer's person, please. What is the future for this person in Cancer? Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, tell me about Cancer and Cancer's person. Look, isolation. Okay. Rejected. What did I tell you? We already have that card right here. Bad credit, debt, and then next to it is what? Rejected. You got rejected twice. Okay. This person is going to feel rejected. They feel like you're leaving them alone here. Okay. And we have shattered. Okay. I told you. Both of these cards are blue. This person is depressed. This person is emotionally going through a very low, dark period. Okay. And then look, we have consequences. You see what I'm saying? They're playing the victim, though. There's an energy of bad choices here. This person is suffering consequences because of the choices they made. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like they ran through the glass and then they want to show you all the cuts and the scratches and the bleeding on their face. It's like you walk through the glass. Just slowly walk through it. You didn't stop. You know what I mean? Look, under the deck, boundaries and suffering and silence. Look at this. And then we have harmony in the background. You just want peace. You're not trying to hear all of that. Like, there's an energy of you're drawing boundaries with this person. You're not trying to hear their sob story right now with Salty here. Cancer, I feel like this person and drowning. I feel like this person with glow up. Look at this. This person, oh my God. Y'all, I'm going to open this as a free extended for you guys just cuz I love you guys. I love my collective so much. I love my channel and I hope y'all love me back. Like this video, like, share, and subscribe. #win so you can be entered in your chance to win a free reading. And I'm going to go live to announce the winners late tonight. And I am going to take your questions. If you guys are interested, I will be doing question readings tonight for $11.11. Cash App. Cash App me. PayPal. Credit card as well. If you go on my website, there's a prepay option. And there's also a link in the description box below for a one question reading. If you would like to prepay and get your slot, get in, because I'm taking them first come, first serve, or whoever prepays is going to get priority. Okay? Yeah, just saying. But they're jealous, they're salty, they're drowning in jealousy because why? Because of this. Your glow up, your opportunities, your new career, your new money, your successful business, whatever it is you're starting, whatever it is you've been manifesting, whatever it is that I said you are coming into, this person is big mad about it. They're still big mad about it. I had two cards that were left here. It says longing and cutting ties. Longing and cutting ties. Like I said, this person is missing you. They want to get back together. Okay. But you're standing up for yourself. You have awakened. You see things for what they truly are. You are no longer sitting in that energy where you need to feel this person next to you just because you think or thought that they were your soulmate. If they're not ascending in the same rate as you have to keep going, baby. You can't dim your light. You cannot dim your light because the light next to you is struggling. You know what I mean? You can try your best to put your light on their light, you know what I'm saying? But at some point you want to be careful because you don't want your light to go out. They'll snuff your light out. You know what I'm saying? You just got to watch it. Oh, so those cards popped out together. So oh my God, look at this, yo. Look at this. I cannot make it up. It says, love yourself first, Cancer. Look at that. Let your friends help you. Love yourself first. It's one thing to help a friend in need, okay? It is. But at this point, I feel like you are the one that has needs too. And you've had needs that have not been getting met. Okay. As a matter of fact, you've been being taken advantage of, and people have been taking away from you. Okay. It's time for you to give back to yourself. Okay. Love yourself first. Flirt and chemistry. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Again, I feel like you've been very passionate. You help other people. You are always there for others. You're always giving. You're always there. You're always that person. But it's time for now for you to have that. You see what I mean? See what I mean? You're moving into your season. This is your season. You've been there for everybody else. Now it's your time. Children here. Number 14. Tell me about Cancer. And we have forgiveness. So this is all about being vulnerable as well. And I feel like also, you know, you're moving into this new season lighthearted. You're moving into this new season with no string. Look, with no strings attached. This is interesting. So now, Cancer, this is really hitting hard for this person. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no strings attached was way different than yours, but it's hitting quite the same. It's hitting quite the same. Tell me about Cancer, please, and Cancer's person. So we have divinity and we have stormy. Okay, I feel like the path that you're on is not the easy path. I feel like it was set. This is what you're going through this for a reason. This is part of your spiritual journey. All of this was about you coming into your spiritual fullness. And I feel like there was a shady comment earlier that somebody was like, I'm going to do it my way no matter what, or I'm absolutely going to do it my way. And I'm like, okay, run into a brick wall, baby. I don't care. I'm just doing my job. You see what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. Okay. And it's up to you if you want to mock spirit, if you want to mock my words, if you want to mock energy, if you want to mock this reading, that's on you, but you're not going to mock my channel. So comment, delete it. Yeah, that energy is not welcome on my channel, y'all. It will never get past me. But nice try. Nice try. All right, so let's pull a couple more for the road. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer, please. What is the future predicted? Oh, that went in the reverse. Both of these in the reverse. And look, it says heartbroken in the reverse and engagement ring in the reverse. Commitment in the reverse and heartbroken in the reverse. Listen, you're not deeply hurt, sad, or anything about this separation or this breakup. There's an energy of you are accepting this. That's when you know you have truly ascended, Cancer. That's when you know you have truly healed. Do you understand? That's when you know. Divine and stormy. That's when you know. Children and forgiveness, baby. That's when you know you have truly forgiven someone that has hurt you. Okay. When you can go back into that energy of, you know what I'm saying? Just treating this person like they're a child of God and nothing more, nothing less, baby. That's true healing. It's nothing but healing all over that. You know what I mean? I can't do anything but respect that. I don't know why I picked up that, but let's see. Let's pull a few more oracle messages here. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer, please. That was absolutely beautiful. So, mental under the deck. We have travel. Look, we have ride, we have travel, we have time. It will happen in the near future. And travel, get away, moving far away, going on an airplane, long distance. And this is going to happen soon. I feel like with that cherry energy, I feel like you're moving towards your abundance. You are going towards this new, beautiful, wonderful opportunity, this new path, this new area in your spiritual life. Your spiritual gifts are about to be opened up to you. It's going to take you in places you never thought you've been. I totally, totally resonate with this message. All right, put it in the comments if y'all do. I hope you do. Incense went out a long time ago, but I love you guys so, so much. I hope you guys resonate with this. I think I did promise to do Cancer versus all 12. I am going to do a quickie, but I do want to clean up the energy here, and then we'll come back and do a quickie. So hold on for just a moment. Okay, Cancers, I am not going to do the timestamps while I'm doing the message. I'll take the time to do the timestamps later. All right, so give me a moment. But let's go ahead and look at Cancer versus all 12 signs, Aries through Pisces. Let's figure out why my cards are back and forth. Okay. All right, all 12 signs, Cancers, Aries through Pisces. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer versus all 12 signs, Aries through Pisces. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Oops. Tell us about Cancer versus all 12 signs, Aries through Pisces. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Tell us about Cancer and all 12 signs, Aries through Pisces. All right, tell us about Cancers dealing with an Aries. We have the Five of Wands, oops, and the Seven of Cups. Cancers, if you're dealing with an Aries, I feel like you and this Aries have been, going through a difficult time. I don't know if there have been arguments between you and this person, but there is someone who's, they're trying to it's like they're confused. They don't know how they feel, okay? Or there's an energy of somebody being in their feelings after an argument, okay? So someone may have said something that was really nasty to the other person. Look, we have the Knight of Swords here under the deck, okay? And the Two of Pentacles. I feel like there's an energy of this person doesn't really know, like what they want to do after this. You know what I'm saying? That Knight of Swords is someone who's very direct, okay? Um and I feel like whatever this person said just kind of really changed the whole mood on this person. That like they don't even know if they feel the same way after this. So whatever it was pretty bad. Okay, moving on to Taurus. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups here. So I feel like if you're dealing with a Taurus Cancer, I feel like this may be someone who is very like loving and kind and generous. I feel like you may be dating this person. You may just recently met this person, or this person may be attracted to you. It may be because of what you have. So be careful with that. All right. Underneath the deck, we have the Sun and we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's an energy of this person is seeing you as being, um, you know, they're looking at you for financial purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like this person is looking at you for what you can give them, you know? So just kind of be mindful of that or be careful with that. Okay. Moving on to Gemini. You have the Ace of Wands here and the Tower. Okay. So Cancer, if you're meeting a Gemini, I feel like this is going to be, somebody who wants to hit it and quit it. I feel like this person is just interested in one thing. And once they get it, this person is, going to be in a different direction. Under the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is someone who's moving on to a new opportunity here. And with the Eight of Wands, see, this person is moving in a different direction. They're moving very quickly. This is somebody who, like I said, they want to kind of hit it, quit it, move on to the next. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that with this Gemini. I don't know that this could be your energy here, Cancer. All right. Moving on to Cancer. We have the Hermit. And the Hanged Man. Okay. Somebody is watching and waiting. Okay. They are watching and waiting. They're trying to make a decision, but they're also looking at something, or this is someone who is pulled back energetically while they're making a decision, or there's something this person isn't sure about. So they decided they need some time, some space while they think. Under the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Again, this is somebody who is pulling back their energy. Okay. And we have the Two of Wands. This person is trying to make a decision. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know which way they want to go right now. This person needs time to think. Okay. And they need to do it at a distance. You know what I'm saying? So, Cancer, this could be you. This could be your person. So, moving on to Leo here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that coming out the deck here. And the Page of Wands, strong Leo energy. There is going to be some beautiful changes that are coming in. You may be going on a trip to somewhere that you've never been, somewhere exciting. Okay, you may be going on a vacation. Under the deck, we have the Emperor and we have the Page of Pentacles here. So you may be meeting. I feel like if you do go on vacation, you may be meeting your Emperor. You may be meeting the person that you're going to marry. So I'm just saying, this person is a Leo. You may be meeting your soulmate while you're on vacation or when you're traveling or going somewhere new. Okay. Moving on to Virgo, we have the Three of Cups here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. There is someone that wants to talk to you, but they're kind of taking their time coming towards you. Or I'm getting an energy of you may want to reach out to someone, but it's like you're kind of cautious, or you're moving towards them, but it's taking you some time to get comfortable. You may have just met some people and it's kind of taking you a minute to kind of warm up to them or to kind of really let them in. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here. Okay. So I feel like for those of you dealing with a Virgo, I feel like you may have recently um left a committed relationship and it may be taking you a while to get back out and talk to people again, or it's an energy of it's kind of you're moving slowly but you're gradually starting to get back out there and meet new people. Okay, but I feel like you did kind of you left a connection where you were in a commitment or in a relationship. Okay, and I feel like this is ended and you're starting to move towards kind of talking to people again. Okay, and you may meet a Virgo. Okay, you may meet this Virgo after you move out of this connection. You may be meeting a Virgo. Okay, this may be someone who ends up being committed. You may end up being in a commitment with this person, but I do feel like you have moved out of a connection with someone, or you were in a commitment, or this person is moving out of a commitment. Either way, I feel like you're going to be meeting someone, but it's gonna be you're going to be friends with this person. You may take some time just kind of being friends and getting to know this person. Okay, it's going to be too much for you to get too serious with this person too quickly. That's the energy that I'm getting. Moving on to Libra. So we have the Devil here and the Ace of Swords. There is somebody who is either very, very super obsessed with you or infatuated with you, or this person has this obsession with you. And I feel like this person is coming towards you and they're going to be like letting you know. Or there's someone who's been like horribly afraid to come towards you. There's someone that has like an obsession. Okay, they want to talk to you but they're afraid, but this person is going to be coming through. Like the Ace of Swords talks about someone getting past their fears. All right, under the deck you have the World and the Ace of Cups. Okay, again, this person is, it's like this person is closing a chapter, and with that Ace of Cups, this person is wanting to go to another level, okay, in the connection with you. So this is someone who's letting you know about their feelings. They're extremely afraid, but this person is crazy about you and they are willing to let go of their fears, okay? So that they have an opportunity of moving to you or moving closer to you in an intimate way. Okay. Moving on to Scorpio. I don't know how I'm keeping up with these going so slow. All right. We have the Justice card and the Four of Wands here. Twin flame energy all the way around, literally. So if you listen, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this person is either getting ready to propose or this is your soulmate. Here underneath the deck, look, we have the Star and we have the Eight of Swords here. This may be I feel like you may be blocking this person. I feel like this is you. I feel like you and this person are soulmates, but I feel like you butt heads with this person. Or there's an energy of you're divinely guided towards this person, but for whatever reason, it's like you're not letting this person in. Why are you blocking this person? I just have to clarify, y'all. Why is Cancer blocking the Scorpio? Tell me about the Eight of Swords, please. Look, the Two of Swords. It's like there's an energy of feeling like you don't know or you need to know more about this person. The Three of Cups, yeah. Yeah. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like things moved very quickly with you and this person. They're moving very quickly, but this is a divinely guided connection. I feel like you don't trust it, however, Cancer, and you need to know more. Okay. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Wands, it's like you are coming in with pre Empress energy, and this person is moving very quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to know more. Moving on to Sagittarius. Cancer is dealing with the Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you don't trust this person. You are blocking this person. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, it's like you don't trust this person any further than you can see them. An arm's length. Do you know what I'm saying? Under the deck, we have the Page of Cups and we have the Fool. I feel like this is somebody who is like really emotionally immature with the Page of Cups and the Fool here. And it's like you just don't trust this person any further than you can see them. Okay. This person may have cheated, whatever it is, you don't trust them and you're kind of keeping this person at arm's length. Okay. Moving on to Capricorn. We have the King of Wands and the Five of Cups. Ooh, this Capricorn made a bad choice. I feel like you trusted this Capricorn to be in charge of something and they let you down. This person could have also, this person could have a temper. Okay, this could be somebody who is very aggressive with that Five of Cups. This person could have really hurt you or traumatized you. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords under the deck with the High Priestess here. Yeah, the Three of Swords and the High Priestess. This person hurt you, and I feel like you're healing from this person. This is all about you healing or having to heal from this person's trauma. So I do feel like this, if you're in a relationship with a Capricorn Cancer, this is a situation where this person has a temper. I feel like they did something very hurtful, and you know, spirit is, you're being spiritually protected and you're healing from this. Moving on to Aquarius, Cancers, and Aquarius. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups here. Cancer, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, I feel like there's an energy of this person working on themselves because they want to come back and apologize. They want to come back in as a better person. This person did something in the past, and I feel like you may have left this person, okay? But this person learned their lesson here. Under the deck, we have the Moon and we have the Empress here. Ooh. I feel like, yes, this person in the past, I feel like they were secretive, elusive. This person, you know, but I feel like they did some shadow work here. This person has ascended. This person has been going through a divine awakening. Do you see what I'm saying with the Empress and the Moon here? And I feel like you haven't heard from this person in a while, but this person has changed. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're not the same as they were when you knew them. Okay, they have definitely done some self work, some soul work here. Okay, moving on to Cancers and Pisces. We have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, somebody is having a difficult time deciding what they want to invest their time, energy, or even money in. You may be making a decision about making a purchase. You may be getting ready to buy something with this Pisces. Maybe you're getting ready to purchase a house. There's some sort of an investment, but you're on the fence or you're having a hard time making a decision, okay, and whether you want to invest. Under the deck, you have the Nine of Cups and you have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's an energy of not sure if you're going to have enough money or if you're going to have enough financing, but I feel like you are. I feel like you're going to have everything you need. There's an energy of you having everything that you need and want. So I feel like you're making a decision, or there's an energy of waiting on this to come through. It is going to happen. If you're making a decision on whether or not to invest, I'm saying yes, you should invest. Okay, with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, this is having more than enough. Okay, having more than enough. You have the Chariot here, baby, with the Three of Wands. This is truly a go with the Magician, y'all. I'm not going to lead y'all wrong. I'm just not. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you so much. And like I said, this is a free extended. I am giving this to you in the collective because I love y'all so much. If you are interested in joining the channel membership, please go ahead and click that join button. All right. I love you guys so much. At the very least, like this video, #win, so you can be entered in your chance to win a free 3-question reading with me. I'm going to be shouting out 3 more winners later on. We're going to announce the April and the May monthly winners. All you have to do is be subscribed in order to be entered in that. That's a random drawing. Okay, I choose that from the date you guys draw, and I will also choose, if we pull that today card, you guys, subscribers, whoever subscribed to this channel first on today, will be an automatic winner. And everything I give away in the monthly drawing is in the description box below, y'all. Other than that, I love y'all guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.